Hello everybody, I'm Pietro Chiovaro, and today in my first video of the year I'm gonna show you how to create a working fountain in Blender 2.8. First of all, we have to delete the default cube and add a mesh circle. Going in edit mode, we can scale up the circle, and pressing the F button we can solidify the circle and extrude the mesh, like for creating a cylinder. For the rest of the process, I extruded and scaled the top face of the circle in order to create the three main parts of the fountain. For this part, I suggest you to take inspiration from sites like Pinterest, where you can find many interesting images related to a singular thing. Then you can sketch some samples and concepts useful for this part of the process. To define the main shape, I take inspiration from some Roman fountains and from some sketch of Leonardo da Vinci and Gian Lorenzo Bernini. Once that I was satisfied with the final mesh, I started the wrapping process. So, almost in edit mode, I pressed the spacebar button and used the Smart View project. In this part, I increased the island margin and area weights in order to avoid some overlapping issue during the exporting part to software like Unreal Engine and Unity. Then I deselected the connect aspect and the stretched UV bounds, and I uploaded the UV map. At this point, I exported the mesh to Substance Painter. So I go to File, Export, and I selected the FBX format. Once that I imported the model in Substance Painter, I go to Texture Setting and I started the baking process of the material. Then I upload a smart material in order to define a base color of the mesh. With a simple brush and with normal and height properties, I give some details and decorations to the fountain. Then, in order to create some imperfections and add some dirty to the material of the fountain, I create a new layer using a dark material and using some mask and smart mask. the end, I exported all the texture of the material. I increased the final resolution of the images and selected the final format. Going back to Blender, I create a new window for the material editor and I imported all the textures. The main node for the creation of the material in Blender is composed by 4 image textures. One for the base color, one for the metallic, another one for the roughness, and the last for the normal map. Here we can upload all the related textures. In order to apply the normal texture, you have to select the non-color data in the image texture panel and add the normal map node. At this point, I devote myself to the creation of the water effect of the fountain, so I added a plane and I created a particle system. In order to see the particles in action, I pressed the central button of the timeline. Then I just changed the emissive direction of the particles inside the particle panel. Since this part of the process the particles haven't a physical mesh or element, I selected the mixable ball in order to create the fluid effect of the water. In fact, for this type of animations and simulation, the mixable object is perfect, since the mixable have the property to interact with other elements of the same type. I gave to these elements a glass material in order to simulate the reflection of the water. Then, in order to create some different emissions points, I duplicated and placed around the fountain other particle system. Last but not least, we have to create the water placed inside the fountain. So I create a circle plane and going in edit mode, I subdivided this element. Then I applied the glass material created for the particle system and I started the rendering process after that I applied the wave modifier. That's all, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the video and learned some new things. So leave a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and if you have some suggestions for future video, leave a comment below. Then in the description there is the link to my Twitch channel where I generally work during the week, and you can chat with me and see my working process in real time, and the link to my Instagram page. Have a good blending and see you soon!